Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. What do we do?
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Back at you. Hello, world. Yes. Thank you so much for watching our show. My co-host. My studio audience. How you doing? Ready to get started? So let's go. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Make yourselves at home. So as we talked about yesterday, Kanye West is in our city, New York. He visited the president-elect Donald Trump at the Trump Tower. We showed you there's Chris's boyfriend, Corey Gamble. Well, you saw him over there on the side. And there's Kanye with his blonde A. And Donald. And so apparently what they were discussing, because my thought was, and I still stick to this, he's gonna perform for the inaugural. You might not like it, but I bet you he will. But according to E! News, the meeting that they had was to talk about Kanye being involved in some sort of entrepreneurial leadership or ambassador type role in the administration. And that role would be dealing with the arts. Now, okay, now hold on now. Here's my thought. Okay, this is terrific. But first of all, Kanye still needs to rest, number one. But the arts, though, do not require a whole lot of, you know, for a lot of us, and I'll put me in this also, when we don't feel well, creating stuff is like the best thing ever. It's one of the things that makes us, you know, it helps us along. So, you know, it's not like it's not like Trump is looking to give Kanye the job to have his finger on that red button. You know what I mean? It's the arts on one hand. On the other hand, Mr. Trump, don't you think that you need to stop with the appointments of people on the, you know, the low-hanging fruit on the tree? Like, these kind of positions don't need to be appointed until well into April. Okay? Okay? And I apologize, my mouth is watering. I had a lot of, you know what, you observe a lot. Because when I come out here and they say, and here's Wendy, and I'm, all right, I'll cop to it. There are a couple of things going on. First of all, I love a mint before I come out. Because I talk close, you know, to my constituency. Okay? And if I eat the mint 15 minutes before I come out, then the mintiness is gone, and then, you know, you all don't get the effervescence of what I'm trying to breathe at you, number one. Number two, I suffer from heartburn. Not all the time, but when I get it, you don't want no problems with me, okay? I will fight you. So sometimes I might have, you know, some antacids, you know, in my mouth, and I come out, and here's Wendy, and it's not food, just so you know, it's never food. It's either antacid or a mint. It's never something gross, like a big piece of garlic or a fig. Anyway. So listen, Mr. Trump, before you get sworn in, I think that it's time for you to think about more important things than who's gonna be your art director. I mean, you know, it's like, Wendy, you're gonna get a talk show. And the first thing I think about is who's going to do the craft services, that would be the food. No, you have to think bigger than that. It's about, look, Trump, you have a few positions to fill that some of us are still waiting for. You know, for instance, the Department of Veterans Affairs. Who's doing that? Who's taking care of the agricultural department? And who's doing management and budget? Who's that officer? Before you think about who's taking care of art. I mean, we have an art director here. His name is Michael Lee. He moonlights as a reindeer. You'll see him when he comes out later on with, you know, with our holiday gifts. But I think this is terrific for Kanye only because on one hand, I really do feel, and I sympathize with what he's going through regarding, you know, whatever, you know, up here in his mind. You know, I do, no laughter. But when the phone calls and it's the, you know, president-elect's office, what would you do? I know I'd jump on the plane too and fly to New York and see what he wants. And now he wants to offer me a job. I am taking the job because this is gonna go down in history for him on one hand. On the other hand, Kanye, you can't work yourself to death. So you have to be careful. And Mr. Trump, you need to focus on more important roles in your cabinet. Just saying. So anyway, this is not funny. Did you guys, like they're not on anymore, but did you watch American Idol regularly? Do you remember this contestant who loved Jennifer Lopez and so she jumped on stage and she danced with him, the little fella? Well, now the little fella is suing the show. No. Oh yes, his claimation is that it ruined his hearing and his music career. Now his name is Michael Simeon. And he was a contestant during season 14. Those were the Keith Urban, Jennifer Lopez years of the Idol show. He claims that the audio person ripped his earphone out of his ear and caused him permanent damage. Well, you know what? You know, you seem like a nice enough boy. I didn't see you when you were on the show, but you know, my people showed me. You don't seem like a liar, so I tend to believe this kid. The thing is that does he have a case? I mean, ripping an earphone, personally speaking, an earphone just sits there. It literally just sits at the tip of your ear if they're shoving it all the way in like you do with a Q-tip. Although, when you clean with your cotton swabs, don't you dig in deeper than the doctor tells you, honey? When that cotton swab gets to running around your eardrum, don't you start scratching with the other, like, don't you become like a dog, like you're digging, but you're like, oh my gosh, right? And you can't talk and your eyes are rolling in the back of your head. I get it. We all have the same thing. But you know, the doctors say you only do this, you know, little tiny area here. Only, what does that do? You gotta get down in there. And then you turn it over and make sure it's good again. And then you grab your third one, because you have one for each ear, but the third one, then you go to your navel. What? The navel has no feeling, or maybe that's just me because I had a tummy tuck. So there's not a whole lot of feeling at my navel area, but still the results are always like, Wow, okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Are you having a good time? Okay, well, we've got another 55 minutes. Put your seatbelt on. Anyway, so this kid, so, you know, with the hearing, I honestly, I talked to my audio staff here, and they've never shoved anything in my ear, although I don't wear that. I don't like people talking in my ear. I like to talk for myself. If somebody wants to talk at me, then scream through Deb, show them how you do it.
Hi, Wendy, how you doing?
Yup, exactly. Scream through something, or Norman shouts out something, or you all, my co-host, that's what you're here for. I can't deal with that. I wear one when I go to HSN though, because they're you know, they're talking in my ear about, you know, who's calling up and stuff, but it's just very annoying, but they only sit at the tip. Kid, Michael, I wish you well with your endeavors. He says he can no longer sing. I guess maybe he's blaming Idol. He can't hit those notes, and that's why we haven't heard from him since Idol. On one hand, any excuse is better than none regarding your career or lack thereof. On the other hand, maybe they did shove this thing in his ear. He sat there, he said he was experiencing bleeding, and also sat in a room for 5 hours once he complained by himself until Idol people came to rescue him or whatever. Anyway, his life has never been the same, and you know, I don't know anybody who's experienced that. Suzanne? Yes. You got a new vest.
Yes, I did.
I love your silver vest.
Oh, yes, but I had to change it up.
Uh-huh.
This is a special one that says Wendy on it. It's exclusive to our staff. It was a Christmas gift from you guys in the company and everything.
I like it.
I love it. I immediately put it on. I didn't even take the tags off. What's going on?
Boots, love them.
Oh, thank you. These are old.
Obviously.
I wore these, like season 4.
I can see.
And I just pulled them out from underneath my desk this morning, and
An
I put
old
them
friend.
on.
We call them old friends.
Yes, my old friends are
Yeah.
back. Thank you.
So cute. All right, so Keke Palmer. Keke. She's a friend to our show. I've known Keke for many years, even through radio and whatnot. We've seen her grow up. I've been a part of that process, just being, you know, an interviewing type person. She's from Chicago. She's close with her family. But now Keke wants to, I guess, break out like a lot of, she wasn't a Disney kid, but she was Disney-like in that, you know, when the kids want us to see them as grown, sometimes they do a little too much. And I'm wondering what's going on with my girl. So she sparked a lot of drama. She posted a before and after photo of Kylie Jenner. Well, now, no, hold on. Before we talk about Keke, let's talk about money well spent. I'm not saying this girl was perfect. The old Kylie was perfectly fine, and it's really tragic that these girls these days are doing all this stuff to their face at such a young age. Like, what are you gonna do by the time you're 50 plus? Because me and my pond of girls, we're doing stuff, but you all do stuff at 20. How is that gonna look by the time you're 30? And you realize, Kylie, that your kids are still gonna look like the old Kylie. That, I am not bullying, that is not a read, that is a fact. Like, I look at those Hadid girls, you know, one of them, Bella has done a lot to herself. Do we have the picture? I requested the picture several days ago.
Uh-huh.
Well, where is it?
It's not here. I just got in trouble on TV.
For the first time. Okay, can we bring that up before Hot Topics is over?
We can bring that up.
Before Hot Topics.
Okay.
Before Hot Topics is over. This is all a part of the same story, and it's not to shame these girls in any way. It's just to say, by the way, there's more to this story, but I'm like, these girls do so much when they're really, really young, and it's really, it's like scary. please get that Bella picture up.
We're getting it.
Okay?
We're getting it.
Because she is not a Gigi. She's become a Gigi.
Uh-huh.
But through a lot of, why'd she do that so young? Anyway, in a long rant, Keke says that the world bullied Kylie because of this, and they called her ugly, which is such an ugly word. I say a lot here, but I don't use the word ugly. You know, I'm dieting down from not saying stupid. You know, I say less than smart. But ugly is like such a horrible word. No, she's not ugly there. And now that she got all this done to herself, they're calling her fake. So what Keke was saying is that this girl can't win for losing, and she was kind of asking you all, what the hell is going on? Like, what do you want from your peers? And then, you know, the next day, she got into a Twitter brawl with one of those girls from the Bad Girls Club, which I wasn't so sure about even talking about this part of the story because I don't know who Mehgan James is, you all. And I haven't watched the Bad Girls Club since the girl with the big chin, who is now Noah. Her name is Natalie. But and that was years ago. That's not like my show or my franchise. But Natalie has turned her life around. She's gotten married. She's had children. Like sometimes, you know, we fall down and many don't know how to get up. She got up and she's a different woman now than she was on the Bad Girls Club. But back to Keke and this bad girl. I don't know who Mehgan is, but Mehgan apparently is like a professional reality girl. She was on the Basketball Wives of LA. She was dating some sort of basketball player or something. I don't know that part either. But she clapped back saying that Keke, well, this is what happens, Keeks. You get in that pond, you gotta swim with a swill. Slept with an athlete who gave her an incurable STD. Now, I don't know that to be true, but Keke did respond by posting a short video, and I want you to pull close to your TV, lean forward in your seats. 3, 2, 1, roll it.
This World Star Classic is trying to go off on me. But the gag is, I like him overweight, bipolar, insecure, and insufferable. Holla at me, bitch.
Suzanne. That's not our Keke
No,
Palmer.
that's not our Keke Palmer. She is the sweetest, cutest little thing ever.
Well, I think that
going on?
Keke is really reaching for us to understand that she is now a grown woman, but I don't think that you're doing it in the best way. Like I like to see my young girls, you know, grow up, but I think that, like, for instance, Tia and Tamara Mowry have done it proper. I love them. I also think Brandy has done it properly. And I think the Duff girls have done it properly. They're more young men and young women out there than not who've grown up in front of us and done it properly. Unfortunately, the times in which we live and the most exciting stories are usually about the ratchet. So anyway, I feel like...
Yep. We have it.
Okay, enough with that. Back to young people changing their looks. Okay, we've got the receipts. Go. Bella Hadid. Exactly. That's why I wanted to show. Before and after. That's Gigi's sister. She's a supermodel, but she's another one. Clearly, these two don't even look like the same person. I mean, but a lot of doctors say the earlier you start, the more you can avoid getting the full-blown, you know, facelift. I don't know. All I'm knowing is it looks crazy, and you young girls have to remember that no matter what you do to yourselves, your kids will always be the ultimate receipt to what you used to look like. Just saying. I don't think I'm bullying or being mean in that. I'm just showing you all evidence of what's going on out here. And now there's something really very popular happening. There's this viral video. Have you seen it? It's this high school senior, a boy from Louisiana, and he was sitting with his friends and one of his teachers when he opened up his, correspondence to find out if he got into his dream school, which is Cornell. Now, to know our show is to know there are two things that I love about education. I love a doctor. You know I love a doctor. And I love Ivy League. I didn't go to Ivy League, but I admire it. I love it. It's so good. Cornell is Ivy League. 7 million hits on the YouTube. Take a look. Yeah! So his name is Brendan Goche, and along with his parents, his teachers, and his friends, he celebrated. Brendan is now joining us on Skype. Brendan, how you doing? Oh, Brendan, congratulations, my Ivy Leaguer. Fabulous.
Thank you.
So we've watched the show, your video, along with 7 million other people. What are your thoughts?
It's crazy. I would have never thought that this would have happened, and we actually record every senior's acceptance or denial decisions. Oh. And thank God that I got accepted, and I was just thankful to share that with my
I didn't know that. Now they tell me you want to be a doctor, a veterinarian.
Yes, ma'am.
And I understand that you sought out Cornell because they have one of the best vet programs in the country?
Yes.
So now how do you spend the rest of your senior year? Are you like thumbing your nose at everyone? Or how do you spend the rest of your senior year?
The rest of my senior year, it would be spent inspiring people, tutoring other people, motivating other people, because I believe in giving back.
That's right.
My acceptance letter, it isn't just about me, it's about everyone, it's about my community, it's about my school, and I just want to spread that joy to everyone.
By the way, everybody, Brendan got a full scholarship to Cornell. A full scholarship. Your mom, Kimberly, is right next to you. Kimberly! I know you are proud of your boy.
Oh, yes. I'm very, very proud of him. Ever since the acceptance letter, it's just been so emotional for me.
Yes.
Because I always wanted the best for my kids.
But this is not the best.
See him, yes, this is the best.
It's Ivy League. This is fantastic. Congratulations to you and your son. Brendan, by the way, we here at Wendy want to help you get ready for your freshman year. We're sending you a gift card for the Cornell bookstore to buy what you want. Congratulations to all of you all. Brendan, don't fail us, boy. We've got more great show for you, everybody. A great performance from the cast of Jersey Boys. But up next, love and hip hop creator Mona Scott Young is here. So grab a snack and come on.